Hi Leo, welcome to my channel Foolsjourn. I am going to be doing your October 2025 reading and I'm so excited about that. So this is going to be an amazing month. So let's begin your read. All right, first up on the deck, you have got the Lovers. You've got the Ten of Wands. You've got the Hermit. And moving on, we're going to clarify so we can get a little bit more in depth here and see what's really going on beneath the surface for the month of October for our Leos. All right, let's see what that's coming up to get this little clarification going. And we have got the Ace of Pentacles underneath the Lovers, the Sun underneath the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Cups underneath the Hermit. And the overall energy for the read is the Tower, which is amazing. It's not bad. It doesn't have to be bad. All right, so let's begin. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so the Tower is all about, a surprise shock. I don't usually see it as a surprise shock, but it's basically something that happens that tears everything down to the bottom foundation, because the foundation you built either a relationship on, or your business, your career, your work, your family, something you've built, something that you care about on, the foundation was weak. And the universe has decided to, um, blow your house down, basically blow your house down, and you're flying out and everyone's flying out. But because it was built on some kind of poor structure, falsehoods. You didn't take the time or do your research, or really put full effort into something, and so basically it eventually it comes crumbling down, and it can be a shock. But I usually see the Tower as like, I know when the Tower is coming for me. I've kind of seen it, in advance, but I just choose to ignore it. But it catches you. It will catch you. But the good thing about the Tower is that sometimes the Tower, when we build something false and we know it's false, it's going to come crumbling down, and you're so worried about it. When is it going to come crumbling down? The Tower crumbles it, and you're free, you're released, you're mentally free, you're physically free, you're spiritually free. It's like freedom, and it's an ending. And then you've got your lessons, you've gleaned them, and you don't have to worry about them anymore, because you got the lessons in the bank, and you can start from scratch. So I see it as a positive. I see it as like breaking through of a jail that you kind of put yourself in, maybe unknowingly, but it's you put yourself in it by doing shoddy work, maybe being unethical, you know maybe you had some falsehoods that ended up getting exposed. But anyway, you're free and clear, and you can start from scratch, and now you've got the knowledge in your bank to move forward. So I shouldn't have gone so long on that one. But anyway, that's your general energy. I see it as a way, way, way big positive. All right, moving on. We've got the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. The Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Lovers is all about a harmonious match. It's attraction. It's a partnership. It can also be making a choice, but it's usually a positive card. The thing with the Lovers is it's got a good start, and it has a pretty good chance of success. So, um, but remember, when you finally do make that choice, let's say you're dating someone and you finally make the choice, there can be consequences to that if you haven't really felt the cohesiveness or the duality of it, or that it's really working harmoniously. But anyway, this is more about relationships and making choices and consequences of your actions. And it can also be um, loving yourself, like maybe getting in tune with yourself and finally uh, melding everything together with yourself, so you're finally a complete whole person. You feel strong, in all aspects. Anyway, and guess what? Underneath it, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is like God's gift. It's like new opportunities. new ventures. It's all the worldly goods handed to you to start something fresh and new. And it could be, it could be something bountiful, something that is going to um, take off and be successful down the road. I mean, it's basically it's the beginning steps of something. It's a gift on a silver platter or a gold platter, and all you gotta do is take it and be grateful and run with it, and and figure out, make a plan what your steps are next, and and make it exactly, and make the choice, because here it means that the lovers are saying, make a choice, make that choice, and things will work out lovely for you, but just don't be stuck. And moving on, you've got the, oh my God, you've got the 10 of Wands and the Sun. The 10 of Wands with the Sun underneath. The 10 of Wands is all about you put in so much hard work. You've carried so many burdens. And, the 10 of Wands can also mean you're carrying a lot of other people's burdens from work, from your family, from friendships, from your lover, from your wife, or your spouse, or whatever, your children. But you're carrying so many burdens, but they're about to be released, and you're right there almost at the finish line. His house is right there. He can see his house, and he is almost there. And guess what? The sun underneath says that these burdens were worth it, because the sun is shining, and it's a positive outcome. It's your vitality. This is exhausting, and wears you out, but you worked hard, but your vitality is going to come back from this. You're going to be like almost reborn. It's just nothing but positive. The sun lightens every dark card, even the tower. It lightens every dark card in the tarot deck and softens it, and it brings clarity to any situation. So anything that was in the dark will become, very clear to you. Um, and with the 10 of Wands, it's just really about, don't give up. You've worked hard. Release burdens that aren't yours, and you are almost at the finish line, and the sun is going to shine for all the hard work that you've put in. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then last but not least, you've got the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. The Hermit with the Knight of Cups underneath. The Hermit is all about, after all this, take that time out, and maybe you needed to take that time out for self-reflection. And the Hermit is more taking time out. He's got the lamp, which means intelligence and learning and insight and intuition. He's got his lamp with him. He's retreated from the world temporarily to see if he needs to learn anything else, to see if he to see where he's been, and kind of reference it, and revisit it, and see if there's anything he needs to learn, to change, or with himself as well. So in the outside world, and in himself, that he needs to kind of change. The Hermit's just is constantly seeking wisdom, in spiritually and physically, and in his outside existential environment. And it's all really about enlightenment. But guess what? The Hermit doesn't stay the Hermit forever. He just retreats temporarily, just to do a regroup, and see what he's missing and what he needs to do, and do a reset. And then this light, this lantern, takes him right back out, and he can go right back out, even in the dark, and get on a path and find his way. So he can immediately join back into the world, and his environment, feeling refreshed, and spiritually refreshed and reawakened, and with more wisdom and learning and growth. And he's got the Knight of Cups, which is all about, the Knight of Cups can be an offer of love or romance. Basically, that's what's usually meant for. But it can also be tapping into your empathy for other people. Sometimes we're so on our own mission that we forget to be empathetic to all the people around us, and you have been, because of the 10 of Wands. I think you've probably been carrying other people's burdens, but now, this card is calling you just to embrace emotions, and enjoy your surroundings. take pride in life and love and passion and creativity and move straight ahead and give it back to others. So wonderful read. This is all so positive. So have a fabulous, fabulous month of October and come see me again and slay your month. Bye.